We have a keynote by a software engineer at Airbnb. Please give a warm welcome to Winnie Xiong. Good luck.
Okay, hello everyone. So this is Winnie. I'm a software engineer at Airbnb. Today I'm going to talk about my 6-year journey at Airbnb across 3 different teams and how I have grown from my experiences. First, I will start with a brief introduction. After that, I will discuss my work in 3 different teams. So they are financial intelligence, data infrastructure, and messaging platform. In each section, I will share what I learned from my experiences. And in the end, I will summarize how I've grown and will leave 10 to 15 minutes for Q&A. So first, I will briefly introduce my Airbnb journey. So here, from 2018 to 2021, I was working in financial intelligence and worked on a few big data pipeline projects. And from 2021 to 2023, I was working in data infrastructure and built company-wide data reliability tooling to alert users of table SLA misses and automatically resolve them when the data lands, and help them to analyze the root cause. And from 2023 till now, I've been working in messaging platform, which serves as a platform for different kinds of messaging services, like guest to host messages, support messages, etc. So next, I'm going to talk about my experience with my first team, financial intelligence, and how I grew there. So when you book a stay or an experience on Airbnb, there are 3 main events might happen. Number 1 is guest payments. The guests will pay Airbnb, and these teams might have different payment rules, but it is common to happen during the booking process. And number 2 is the host payouts. So Airbnb pays the host, and it typically happens 1 day after the check-in. And number 3 is the reservation changes. The guests may alter or cancel their reservation, and the host can cancel the reservation too. And this can affect the payment behaviors. So next, I'm going to talk about the life cycle of Airbnb payments. So this is an example. It contains 5 stages. So it has guest booking, check-in, host payout, checkout, and review state. So in this example, on January 15, the guest books a reservation on Airbnb. And on February 7th, the guest checks in. So typically 1 day after check-in, which is February 8th, Airbnb pays the money to the host. And on February 12th, the guest checks out. So typically within 15 days after the checkout, the guest and the host can leave each other a review. So next, I'm going to briefly talk about how the payment data pipeline works. So this is a high-level diagram of how the payment data pipeline works. This pipeline runs daily to generate financial reports. So the data normalization layer in the red box, so that injects the organic upstream platform events and payment events. So they transformed into normalized platform events and payment events. And the data enrichment layer in this green box, it processes the normalized data into the accounting events. And also, it merges the accounting events with the accounting rules to produce the accounting data. So at each step, our pipeline automatically detects the broken data and segregates them into a separate table. And all data stored in compliance with regulatory requirements. So this process, it ensures a high level of accuracy in our financial data. So here's what I have learned. Number 1, data accuracy is important, and our reconciliation pipelines can guarantee it. Number 2, during my 3 years on the team, I've conducted numerous investigations concerning the data integrity. Number 3, moving fast and prioritizing tasks are very important. As financial partners, they need data quickly to help them to make decisions. And there's often alignments with stakeholders regarding which data is important to them. Next, I'm going to talk about my work at data infrastructure. So during my tenure at data infrastructure, I developed a company-wide data reliability tooling for all data engineers. So the data reliability tooling, it interacts with various components. So we have the SLA config UI, login events, and also table metadata storage, and table lineage storage, and also notification services. So the SLA config UI, it enables users to configure their table SLAs, as well as specifying the alert they wish to receive, and through which channel with the UI. So the data reliability tooling scheduler, it runs a cron job to periodically scan all the tables that has an SLA set for the given time period. It queries the table metadata storage to check whether a table has landed. If not, it calls the notification services. Based on the user's configuration, the notification services then send messages, tickets, or the alerts to the team. Also, when a table lands, the data reliability tooling consumes the login events and calls the notification service. The notification service, it will automatically resolve the alerts. When constructing an alert, the data reliability tooling queries the table lineage storage and obtain all the upstream table information. This helps consumers understand which upstream table causes the SLA miss. I will give an example to you later. So here, there are a few key points. Number 1, data needs to be delivered within the SLA timeframe. So if the SLA deadline is reached, but the table is not present in the table metadata storage, we consider the table to be missed the SLA. Number 2, there are 3 different kinds of notification channels. Number 3, users want to know why the data is delayed. We have included a graph structured message in the alert to enable users to identify which upstream data caused the delay. So this is an example of the table lineage information. So we can see that the table called test production test event, it missed the SLA. The message displays the table lineage with the status of all the upstream tables. And we can clearly see that the upstream table, test production, test event. And then we can also see this one is not landed, and it is because this upstream table, which is test production upstream event 4, it delayed. Yeah, so that caused the SLA miss. And also, keep in mind that this part is clickable, so if you click on each upstream table, it will redirect you to the data processing job that produces that table's data. So here's what I learned in the data infrastructure. Number 1 is autonomy. You should be able to work single-handedly and attempt to solve the problems independently before involving a larger team for oversight. And number 2 is the technical quality. So the infrastructure must be robust as it serves all the data pipeline consumers throughout Airbnb. Next, I'm going to talk about my work at the messaging platform and what I have learned. So messaging has a broad list of areas. So it has storage, presentation layer, API, and also client-server communication. So this picture, it displays the messaging interface on your phone. So a person might have multiple communication threads. So whenever there's a new message, it will be highlighted in the thread. So next, let's walk through a user case where Mary sends a message to which Rick reacts. So basically, when you send a message, you can click something to react to that message. So once Mary sends her message, so you can see that here, we store the message and also the associated mutation log entry in our database. We then distribute that message to the other participant in the thread. And also, Rick and Siju show the GraphQL subscriptions. And the yellow database on the WebSocket gateway server, it acts as the buffer. And that buffer allows client to go offline for a brief period without losing data. So you can see that on everyone's phone, they can immediately see the reaction. So here, when Rick reacts with a heart emoji, a very similar process occurs. So in this case, we store the mutation and also the reaction, and then it gets delivered to Mary and Siju. So here's what I have learned in the messaging platform. Number one is the cutting-edge technologies, such as database storage, coroutines, and also GraphQL subscription, etc. And number two, working on the product side requires the ability to speak different languages to various stakeholders, such as design, product, data, QA, etc. Number three, a failure in the product can be crucial, and it can potentially lead to financial loss. So as a result, technical quality is very important. Also, last but not the least, as a platform, we always treat our customers as first-class citizens by interviewing them, also receiving feedback, and also improving their experience accordingly. So above is my 6-year journey. And next, I'll also briefly talk about what did I grow. So here, we can see a chart. So I've listed some common mistakes that people tend to make early in their careers. And also, there are some mistakes that I also made. So number one is the job philosophy. So I used to think the work of a software engineer was like completing assignments in a computer science course and also get good grades, but it is not. So I feel that it's more like getting things done, prioritizing tasks, and also delivering impactful results. Also, number two here, it is interactive with your manager. So I used to use my one-on-ones with my manager as the status report sessions. Later, I made the most of that time by focusing on more important things. For example, like the career conversations. Number three is the, I would say, work ethic. So I used to primarily focus on my own work, but later I broadened my perspective to learn more about what was happening in the team, also the department, and also try to explore the opportunities, etc. Last but not the least is about receiving the feedback. So I used to think the feedback was an indication of poor performance. Yeah, but later I learned that feedback is a great opportunity for growth, and we should always proactively seek feedback from others. Yeah, so that's my Airbnb journey. Yeah, I kind of feel that I probably finished the scenes ahead of time, maybe probably some of the previous slides are fast. So I want to poke your thoughts to see whether any questions or comments. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Winnie. I think it was a great keynote. Does anybody have any questions you want to ask?
Hi there, great talk.
Thank you.
So I looked it up just to be sure. I see that Airbnb has been around for 16 years, and you've presented very complex systems that are in place to handle everything. What I was wondering is that since it's existed for that long, I'm sure you have some degree of code debt in the company that you have to deal with. And I'd just like to know if there's like a regular process to like do some refactoring internally to actually handle and modernizing the code base in some way.
Yeah, that's an excellent question. So here's the thing. So I joined Airbnb in 2018. So during that time, it's pre-PTO because it went on PTO on 2020. So before and after, it's very, very different. So before that, we are lack of people. So as a result, and also we don't have that many of senior people. So the initial goal is to build things and then try to get a PTO as soon as as soon as possible. So during that time, I kind of feel that in the company there's no that guideline about what should be the pave path, etc. We just try to launch things fast. Yeah, so that's a story in 2018. But later, as we become bigger and bigger, as we have more people, yeah, we are trying to like improve all the process. Yeah, because I've stayed in 3 different teams, like data, infrastructure, and product. So later Airbnb have the tracks. For example, we have the data tracks, we have the infra tracks, also tracks for front-end engineers, etc. So we also have regulations. And we find lots of tech debts during that time. So later we have, for example, those migrations in data. For example, it should follow some certain guideline for those tables, etc. And the same is true for infrastructure. The same is true for, yeah, I'm a back-end engineers working on product as well. We also have those regulations. So I feel that there are less and less tech debts because now we are a big company. Yeah, so we are trying we are trying to have those regulations to clear the tech debts. And also another thing is, yeah, we have like product launches, like probably like 6 months or so. Yeah, but we try to prioritize those technical foundations over the launches. Yeah, because in order to launch a good product, we need to have a very solid tech foundation. So I think currently we prioritize those things like code cleanup, like also infrastructure improvements quite well. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you might be like familiar with like those layoffs that are happening in your company. Are you able to build these new features with fewer engineers now, or is it still you still need a lot of engineers because, like you mentioned, this is a very complex system. So can you add more features with fewer engineers now, or is it?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I feel that Airbnb have multiple stages. So as I mentioned, the pre-stage is to build things fast. That is like before 2020. And then in 2020, there are lots of layoffs. That is true. So I kind of feel that during that time, it was a tough time. And it was also a tough time for almost all the companies in the Silicon Valley. So as a result, during that time, I feel that we really work hard, yeah, in order to conquer those difficulties. And then, not long after that, I think it's probably about 2022 or something. So I feel that Airbnb did an awesome job to integrate those open AI stuffs. Yeah, because we try our best to boost our engineering productivity. Not every company are doing that. So Airbnb has developed its own ChatGPT version, and it has a very powerful machine learning team who try to like iterate on this like ChatGPT tool. Actually, I would say Airbnb version of ChatGPT to make it powerful. Yeah, so I kind of feel that boosted my productivity and also the productivity in my team quite well. So I feel that now we are probably good to like build good software with high quality with the help of AI. Yeah, I feel that the company is doing the right thing. Hope that answers your question.
No, but then does that mean you would need more people to do the same task, or you need fewer people now because you have that AI?
I feel that I'm pretty sure that we definitely don't need more people. I'm not sure about whether fewer people, because maybe the same amount of people, but we can build more things, or the same thing with better quality.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, any other questions?
Does anyone have any more questions? Okay, so I think we'll wrap up. Thank you, Winnie, for a great keynote.
Thank you.
And now we'll get to the moment I know some of you are really looking forward to, and we'll draw the prize. On this keynote, we're giving out a record player. So the prize winner for this keynote will be Inês Felipe Pereirinha. Where is she? Congratulations. No. I think that's it. Hope to see you all on the next keynote.